welcome to Cover Saves. We all have coronavirus down here. So with me today is Matt and Garrett, and we are playing 30k like always. And we have potentially a tournament coming up in the next few months. We're gonna be
dun dun dun.
Yeah, practicing our first mission out of our packet. So Matt, what did you bring today?
Brought the Blood Angels back,
Yeah.
hopefully with better dice rolls, without that nipple armor attractiveness.
Yeah, 3,000 points.
Yeah.
3,000 points today. Garrett, what did you bring?
So fighting the universe's most attractive Primarch, Sanguinius, is the universe's stinkiest Primarch, Mortarion, and his Terminator Elite.
It's got the coronavirus.
Lots
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Terminators.
So we have our practice mission going on, and we'll...
The board's a little
Yeah.
more open than is normal.
Yeah, as a result, we have what was the term again, Ben? It was Tournament Deluxe. That was our
Tournament
forward
Deluxe,
style.
right? Yeah.
So
Tournament Plus.
a little more throw terrain than we would standard have, but definitely more open than standard board. We won't go over terrain because we did that last week.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good for the next year.
Yes.
now.
Exactly.
And we'll get back to you with armies and deployment and not terrain.
This is my 3,000 points of Blood Angels today. It's being led by Sanguinius, who brought the Spear of Toletso for fun. Rounding up my HQ, I have a Chaplain who has a Blade of Perdition, Refractor Field, Jump Pack, because I'm using the Day of Revelation Rite of War. Don't leave home without it. Yeah, there's that. And my Democles Rhino for my Deep Striking fun. Rounding it out, I've got two identical 10-man assault squads, which have Melt Palms on everyone. And the Sergeant has Artificer Armor, Power Axe. I have, for elites today, the nipple-attracting armor of the Dawnbreakers, which are actually troops today because of Sanguinius. Awesome. They're equipped with Falling Star Spears and Melt-A-Bombs. A 5-man veteran squad with Melt-A-Bombs, Melt-A-Gun, and the Sergeant has Artificer Armor and Power Axe. New unit today, Angel Tears, 5 of them. The leader has a Power Axe, Artificer Armor. They all have Melt-A-Bombs. And I have a Assault Cannon with Sponson Web because that's fair and fun. Rounding for my fast attack today, we have a Javelin Speeder, brand new and old. Lascan, it's multi-melta 200 killer missiles. And we also have the Xiphon that's been repainted today. So it's got ground tracking, and that's all that needs for that. Heavy support today, we have the Fire Raptor, tried, tested, and true. The Arcus, hopefully it doesn't die in the side Arcus like last time. It has Armored Ceramite because I had 20 points to spare. And last but not least, the Daka Squad of Doom, the 10-man heavy support squad with 9 assault cannons and a Rhino. And the leader has a Power Axe, Artificer Armor, and he doesn't have a Melt-A-Bomb because if there's anything that close, then I royally failed. That is exactly 3,000 points.
Here's my 3,000 points Death Guard Primarch's Chosen. So leading the force as an HQ via the Rite of War is Mortarion. For a non-compulsory HQ, we have a Primus Medicae, Artificer Armor, Power Sword, Refractor Field. First troop's choice is a Terminator unit, Cataphracti, trying something a bit different. So they're naked except for the Sergeant has a grenade harness, so just power weapons, 2 swords, 1 mace, the rest are axes and just combi bolters, so sort of a stripped down Terminator line unit. The other troops is a Tartarus unit, 7 combi plasmas in there. What else do they have? So split down the center, so 5 chain fists, 5 power fists, and the Sergeant's got a grenade harness. Dedicated transport for that unit, a Spartan assault tank, flare shield, armored ceramite. That rounds out troops into heavy support. So first heavy support is an 8-man Grave Warden unit, Chem Flamer, Chemunition Heavy Flamer. And I believe it's split as well, so 5 Chain Fists, 5 Power Fists. And the rest of the guys have grenade launchers, obviously. Similarly, Spartan Assault Tank, Dedicated Transport, Flare Shield, Armored Ceramite, and rounding out heavy support, we have a 10-man missile unit, augury scanner on the Sergeant. Because Mortarian's leading the force, they have access to toxin rounds, so poison 4+, frag. Not sure if that's going to really get me anything, but they have access to it. And third heavy support is a 9-man sort of clone unit. Missiles all around, augury scanner, and the access to toxin rounds. So that is my 3,000 points Death Guard Primarch's Chosen.
So I won the roll-off. Dice are coming back to me. So I took this side of the board as well. So we'll start on my left. So we have a 5-man veteran squad underneath the building and an objective. They'll be there all game. We have our DACA squad of Doom and our Predator right here. Same with our Damocles and the Arcus. I had no idea what Garrett was going to do. So I kind of wanted to bunch up and see where he was going to go. Being that I won the roll-off, I can choose to go first or second. And we're going to come back to you with my reserves, because I have lots. So here are my reserves. We have our Fire Raptor gunship, our Xiphon Strike Fighter, and our Javelin Speeder will be coming in from turn 2 on in normal reserves. My 2 assault squads will be coming in first turn due to my Day of Revelation Rite of War. Same with my Dawnbreakers with Chaplain equipped, and the Angel Tears with Sanguinius, because they're all jump pack. Rite of War, turn 1, and that is a heavy support squad that you'll see later.
So Death Guard deployment, over on this side, 10-man missile unit occupying that ruin, this side of the table. Mortarian and the Grave Wardens are on this Spartan. The Cataphracti unit is hanging out in Shrek Swamp.
What are you doing in my swamp?
We got another Spartan with the Tartarus unit and the Primus Medicae. And then over on the flank, we have the 9-man missile unit. So it's Death Guard deployment. Okay, so Matt has chosen to take first turn. I'm going to attempt to seize. We'll do it in the little car park here.
Oh.
That's a 4, so we will see you at the end of Blood Angel turn 1.
So that's the end of Blood Angels turn 1. Garrett failed to seize the initiative. So I took the initiative instead. I'm doing this a lot tonight, and I don't know why, because I'm the only one not drinking. Anyway, so we're going to start right here with my deep strike units. So, perfect deep strike, because I'm within Damocles, no issues there. My heavy man support squad, cruising speed and flat outed, which I forgot to do the extra 6 inches. Just like that. The Damocles moved up a couple inches because it had nothing to do. I gave it line of sight to the once heavy man support squad that you saw up there. Between that and Sanguinius and his Angel Tears, they obliterated the unit, causing me first blood. First time using the Angel Tears, they were actually pretty impressive for 5 pistols and an assault cannon. The Damocles did kill 4 with its bombardment, so that's pretty sweet. The Dawnbreakers came in. I just ran them. The Arcus shot into the
Side Arcus?
Side Arcus and everything. I had a penetrating hit with my las cannon, and 4-up cover save, and it was stopped.
Yeah.
Garrett's highlight almost cost me first blood. His intercepting missile launchers that were once there killed 9 guys because the bullet armor in the nipples after 40 hits and 21 wounds
Frag salad.
was really good. So that guy is going to take on Mortarian himself because he's got nothing else to do. That's Blood Angels turn 1.
So, end of Death Guard turn 1. Might as well start over on this side. So, the missile unit fired into the Rhino that contained the heavy support unit, wrecked it. The Spartan fired into the wreck tank with Cover Slave's house rules and blew it up. A few guys died on either side, and then the Terminator unit dumped plasma and bolts into the unit, and 1 guy remains. He passed his pinning. So yeah, 1 guy left there. Centrally, my Terminator unit just mass fired into the one assault unit guy that was there and blew him away.
No.
Mortarian's tank moved up, spilled out, and combined fire from the Chemunition Heavy Flamer, the grenade launchers, and Mortarian throwing a Phosphex bomb killed a few of the, what are they called, Dawn Breakers?
Yeah, well, they would be if they were good.
But I had a failed charge here. I wanted to get stuck in. And similarly, I had a failed charge, pretty long bomb charge, but I tried to get stuck in. So, some reasonably good results. We'll see at the end of Blood Angel turn 2.
That's the end of Blood Angel's turn 2. It was very long. Mixed bag, some good, some bad, some kick in the nuts. So, we're going to start with all my reserves came on, because of my Damocles. My assault cannon guy shot into the Terminators and I killed the guy.
Yay.
Yay.
Revenge.
He's got a long way to go for revenge. Reaper battery and the bolt cannons fired into the heavy support squad. I killed a few there. Not enough to make a morale check. I think I killed one more Terminator. The highlight, or no, I guess we'll go, my assault squad charged into the Terminators thinking that it would be good. It was not. I hit 5 out of 27.
Yay.
And then wounded once. It was awful. We both Picard face palmed ourselves on that one.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh, it was awful. The Javelin
MVP.
came on
MVP.
and exploded the Spartan in one shot.
Side shot.
Yeah, side shot. Remember, flare shields are only good in the front. So that meant that my Xiphon had no targets, because I wasn't expecting that at all. So the firepower from that is completely gone. And my Arcus shot into the death, what are they called?
Grave Warden.
Grave Warden, along with everything else. I failed another 2-up armor save with my Dawn Guard, who I'm really starting to hate. I also failed another wound with my Artificer Armor Chaplain, so 2 out of 3 2-ups. And Sanguinius and everyone ended up killing everyone. Sanguinius challenged Mortarian, put on 2 wounds. I rolled just under average considering everything, and Mortarian's pretty beefy. But between everything, I put 4 wounds on. I took 1 in return, but it will not die. Saved me on that. And now it's going to be a grind fest, so we're going to see how that goes. That's the end of Blood Angel's turn 2.
Okay, so end of Death Guard turn 2. Start over on this side, move that way. So the missiles, because they were going to shoot at the plane, they all sort of moved up. Snap fire, didn't do anything to the, what's it called? Storm?
Fire
Raptor. Similarly, the Spartan just threw everything into it, didn't do any damage. The Tartaros unit shifted this way and charged into where the assault unit was fighting the Cataphracti. I'll just roll into that. So combined combat, I lost a few more Terminators, which is frustrating, but the combined punching of the 2 units killed the last of the Assault Marines, and they consolidated towards the brothers' slap fight over here.
They want to be able to score this game.
So Mortarian was sitting on 3 remaining wounds. Sanguinius actually regenerated a wound at the end of Matt's turn, so he's full up. I was thinking he may die, but everybody took a shot at him. Sanguinius tried to stab him. He didn't take any more damage, and similarly he swung silence at his brother and didn't do any damage. So there's something possible here. Perhaps these Terminators can relieve the Gene Sire. We'll have to see. That's end of Death Guard turn 2.
That's the end of Blood Angel's turn 3. My voice just cracked out for puberty. Awesome. I can't wait, guys. My Arcus fired into the Tartaros Terminators, wiped them off the map.
In their side Arcus.
In their side Arcus.
Yeah, in their side Arcus. So that got rid of them. So
Except for the Primus Medicae.
Except for the Primus Medicae.
Wah, wah.
He's not Terminator arms.
That's a good point. Good point.
Other than that, my Javelin also fired into the Tardos, but Garrett passed all of his invulnerable saves. More on that right now. My combat, I took a wound on Sanguinius, put 3 wounds on Mortarion again, and more 4-up saves. So Morty's passed like 7 or 8, invulnerable saves now, where Sang last game failed 7 out of 8. So a lot of averages. Other than that...
He just stayed there, right?
Yeah, he got in the, ride.
Oh, right, buddy hopped in. Yeah,
sped. So he's like picking up a ride. And my Xiphon flew off the table.
Oh, right, yeah, so it's back in reserve.
Sand Blood Angels turn 3.
End of Death Guard turn 3. We'll start over here. The missile unit moved around the side of the building with the Spartan that turned around to shoot this way. Try to blow up the speeder that was sort of blocking the Terminators from getting stuck into that combat. The missiles didn't do any, or I might have done a hull point with the missile, but anyways, 1 hull point done damage-wise. Couldn't blow it up, which is what I was trying to do. The Terminators moved into the swirling melee / speeder, kicking up dust into their face. And the result of the combat was that Mortarion lost his last couple wounds. He got stabbed with Sanguinius' spear like a dozen times. Guys are shooting Volkite Serpentas into the back of his knees and whatnot.
Rad grenades going off.
Rad grenades just going off. So he succumbed to his wounds. I'd like to think that he teleported up to the Endurance, but I guess that's debatable.
Sorcery.
Sorcery.
And, sorcery. And the Terminators were cut down, unfortunately. So that combat did not go well. Hopefully Horus does not hear of that failure. So things are looking extremely dire, but 14th Legion, we do not quit. And he'll have to, Matt will have to
mow you down.
Grind every last guy under his boot.
Challenge
So, end of Death Guard turn 3, we'll see you at the end of Blood Angel turn 4.
So that's the end of Blood Angels turn 4. After last turn, we've pretty much got it at this point, but Garrett and I like playing for fun and rolling dice. And it's a Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
So not much happened this turn. All my armies started to move over on this side to take out the last resistance of the 14th. My Xiphon came on, shot into the side Arcus of the Spartan, no damage. I killed a few missile launcher guys. I don't know if they need a break test. I don't think so. With the Avenger, and Sanguinius tried to charge the Spartan, and I came up a couple inches short.
I do owe you a test.
Oh yeah, let's do it live.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
They're running.
How far are they going?
Sorry, 2d6.
10?
10 inches.
Are they safe? Just barely?
Barely.
Oh, phew. All
So
right.
they ran away.
There we go.
The Death Guard ran away.
That's the end of Blood Angels turn 4.
So, high sodium level recap here for the end of Death Guard turn 4. The missile unit regrouped and just in a futile stab at revenge, snapfire crack missiles at the speeder did not accomplish anything. The Spartan is fully surrounded. They've already sent distress signals out, but they know they're doomed. They just want the Legion to know the Mortarian's dead. So he did not go anywhere. He fired everything into Sanguinius' unit. Gunned down some
Killed 4 to 5 though, eh?
silver masked Blood Angel SS guys. But the day is lost. So end of Death Guard turn 4. Probably effectively the end of the game. But yeah, there you go.
It's the end of Blood Angels turn 5 and the end of the game. Why, you may ask? I unfortunately wiped my opponent's knight. I got really lucky in that third turn. Once I killed Mortarion, it just opened up the board.
Boom, so
we're going to go through everything. Sanguinius charged the Spartan after everything shot into it. I'm very tempted to throw the spear, but it had like 2 hull points left and I didn't want to risk it.
And then this guy, eh?
And the Fire Raptor fired into the remaining heavy support squad, killed all them. So the final score for today is I scored 3 for Mortarion. I got First Blood for 4. And
You're holding an objective.
holding an objective.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the final...
Is there line breaker anywhere? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, perfect.
They're the only things that score.
Right.
Long dead.
So final score of?
7-0. And we'll see you in our post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. You totally just watched 3,000 points and didn't fast forward because, as Ben says, you're good people.
Yeah.
Yes. So you just watched 3,000 points. Blood Angel's victory, thankfully, today. Garrett, MVP.
Ooh. Who would make a good MVP? I don't really know. What did...
The missile unit that intercepted almost got you first blood.
Yeah.
Very close.
That point...
That was dirty.
That point would have helped if the game would have been closer, but... Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't a standard MVP. I think that missile unit got lit up shortly after that, right? Like literally seconds after that and eradicated. So I'd be hesitant to give them MVP. Mortarion got stabbed like
5,000.
38 times. And
just kept passing.
And did end up succumbing to his wounds, but he just took so much. There's like 8 guys just like, you know, Ides of March style, just stabbing him down.
We'll hit that Achilles tendon at some point.
So I'm gonna say Mortarion just because he got stabbed so much.
There's a few rounds where he passed like every save thrown at him too. 3 rounds.
3 rounds straight. Of
Fucking Gandalf, man.
I can picture him laughing just with blood in his teeth.
Matt, what was your MVP?
That'd be Sanguinius.
Good
hands
choice.
down. Once again, like, he's a beast. And using the spear today, seeing the different aspect of it, because I only ever used the Carmine Blade before.
I can think of an honorable mention.
The javelin?
Fuck yeah.
The javelin was really good, killing a Spartan.
One shot at a Spartan. Fuck me.
Yeah, that was really nice. But Sanguinius really was clutch. He's a cornerstone of the army. Same with the Damocles Command Rhino. Using the spear today was kind of an eye-opener. The spear is definitely better. 6 attacks base, 8 on the charge, or the first round of combat. It's just nasty.
Skirt.
Angel Tears, big call out to those two. First time using them after they got lit up.
They look better than the Forge World ones.
Yeah, they are Forge World ones.
They just look better than their version.
I just did a small conversions, but Angel Tears are really good too. So, do you have a epic fail, good sir?
Oh, let me count the ways. I think the turning point of the game was that Spartan being blown up. That happened, and things started progressively getting worse in my position because I counterattacked fairly well to your initial sort of drop in.
Yeah.
But that blew up, and I was like, oh, because I sort of want that Spartan, engaging the Arcus, engaging different things,
I had
right?
this whole my side, right side, completely vehicle free, and the only other vehicle was a Spartan.
Yeah.
So I had free.
So I think not that it had anything to do with the crew of the vehicle, but epic fail I think was that Spartan going up and kickstarting the sort of chain reaction of everybody dying.
And the odds of that weren't high. Clearly, you're smart with math. What's the odds of one twin like glass cannon killing a Spartan? On side, but still.
It's like
15.
It's like
pretty low.
80% to hit.
Yeah.
And then it's of course. Like 1 in
6
7?
Yeah,
like a 17% chance to pen,
Yeah.
and then another 17% chance.
Okay, so pretty
low.
What 1 in 100? Like 1 in 80?
I think I'll take your, put that marking.
We lost battery power. We're back. All right. Take it away, boys.
So super unfortunate that happened. Yeah. There's always a risk, right, that like a tank hunting vehicle shooting into your side
Does its job.
Yeah, it
Well,
accomplishes.
Was it 3%, right? We got 2.7%?
Yeah.
2.7.
Round to 3, so that's...
But hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
Next time when I play Matt, I'll bring more mustard gas and other sorts of fun Death Guard things.
Epic fail, Matt.
The
charge?
the charge of my assault squad into the Terminators.
Into Shrek Swamp.
What about the Dawn Guard?
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. They suck.
Yeah, those Donger got.
They're already in the garbage.
Second game in a row where I can't even get them into combat.
They're expensive.
255 points? Yeah, I'd say so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so they definitely, but for me, it was,
The
5
charge.
hits out of 27 attacks.
Yeah.
That was, the look on my face was...
Yeah, it was a pretty wide charge, and even
Oh,
then-
it was disgusting. So that was definitely my epic fail, and, for unit-wise, Dawn Guard.
Garrett, 2 minutes or less. Your thoughts on the game, sir?
It was a really fun game. I think we both, Matt had a really small deployment, right? I know that, the vast majority of his army is going to come down. Sort of hard to deploy on a more open as
Right.
far as
Oh, yeah.
cover slaves precedent.
For us, this is open.
Is.
This is wide.
So, and my army by design is very few units. I had the 2 missile units, I had the 2 Spartans with guys, and I have a foot slug and Terminator unit. I sort of thought that I had covered, given him hard places to come if he wanted to come down. He didn't end up deep striking deep in,
Right.
which created sort of this fun back and forth midfield thing, which could have went either way.
Oh, yeah.
There seemed like there was a few instances where there was one guy left, right?
Yeah.
If that guy wouldn't have stuck around at the very beginning, the guy that got toxin fragged, it maybe would have changed this engagement. There was another instance where there was a
The
lone
one
guy.
minigun.
Oh, yeah, the one minigunner that got away.
Survived the whole
It
game.
did, yeah.
So yeah, as the game progressed, it got sort of away from the 14th Legion and towards the 9th. But in the early stages, we didn't really know how it was going to go. So yeah, it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun.
Matt, 2 minutes or less. Your thoughts on the game, sir?
I also had a lot of fun, as per normal, that our small group of guys does. It's the first time Garrett and I have played.
Yeah.
We've met each other a few times outside of here for other events and stuff, but we've never been able to actually set anything up. So it was really great to play a new
Perfect.
character and a new army that's totally different against what I'm used to playing. With Cleary and Ben.
Ours don't change much.
With
Mine doesn't
all the
change much.
artillery and tanks and everything, so staring down that many Terminators was terrifying. So I had a fantastic time, and I look forward to the next time that we're able to do this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So we did play the first mission of our vaunted 3-mission packet. So what did you guys think of the first mission of our tournament packet?
5 objectives is an open field. You really got to
Spread out.
playing to this mission, knowing what it does, because we've done it in the past before. I was way too aggressive, especially going first turn, and I paid for that dearly.
Yeah.
Because I won't lie, I was on the back foot for the first turn and a half, 2 turns, when I was like, oh shit, I've lost most of my scoring units already.
Yeah.
I deliberately kept these guys out of view, hoping they'd be forgotten about. Thankfully, they did.
It's a good tactic, actually.
Yeah.
You don't do anything all game with them. It's easy to forget they're there.
160
Cleary's
points.
made good use of that.
So in that regards, yeah. But I love the table. As always, it's a pleasure to come here and do that.
As someone who uses armor in almost every list, it was nice. Not that the Spartans moved around the table that much.
Yeah. But they can breathe a bit,
Yeah, it felt to recreate a table that you would, as far as terrain density, would more likely see at a tournament rather than
Yes. Oh, yeah.
a staged game that we would play in this environment. It was good. It was a little bit different than what I'm used to playing with you guys.
Yeah.
The mission's good. You go to events and sometimes the missions are ultra convoluted.
Oh, yeah.
All this reading,
A lot of special
you're drinking
scoring
beers,
stuff.
and it's just what am I supposed to be doing? I have to feel like I have to remember cues to stuff happening, but it's very simple, straightforward, and the meat and potatoes of the mission is trying to hold objectives and kill stuff, which is what really war is all about, right? So,
The basics.
yeah.
No special corn, mission
Oh god,
objectives.
yeah. That is worth mentioning.
Oh,
So the demons of the Rune Storm have when you build your list. I don't know what the mechanics called. I guess you would know better than me.
It's called the Etheric Dominions.
Etheric Dominion. Thank you, Claire. So Etheric Dominion, which basically means that on top of everyone making a lot of friends with demon corn lists, they like the corn one, for example, is pretty strong because you can just not play the mission. So this mission we just play with 5 objectives. If we allowed that, corn could just say fuck it and then score its VPs that can't be caught up to. And when we played in the past, we had an instance where it was Jason against Aaron, and Aaron literally scored more VPs than would have been available in the entire scenario, meaning like unwinnable. Yeah, exactly. Like even if Jay had all the objectives, he'd still lose. It was kind of weird.
So corn laughs in the war.
Yeah,
The game is ruined by a result.
apparently just as planned.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's out, thankfully, because that we want you to play the mission. We want everyone playing the same mission. There's always going to be like what Rite of War you're taking, what VPs your guys give away. Like today you got 3 for killing. Relics, exactly. Yeah. We're actually going to take relics out.
No Divining Blade, okay.
No, the reason is because we kind of had to fack, what was it, the shield? Void shield. And then we realized like once we're getting into facking individual like war gear, we're kind of just going down the wrong road. So it's like, what we might do is there's the other stuff, the psychic.
the Sire Kana.
Sire
But the Sire
Divining
Kana, at the same
Right.
the same, like again, if we just want to keep it simple,
Yeah, just cut it.
just cut it. Saracana doesn't really matter. Divining Blades can be annoying in terms of like,
Right.
they're everywhere. But you're paying like 50 points on a character that has to be killing a specific target with it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But it is more complex,
Right.
which is undermining our simple base rule.
Yeah.
Until we get to our fact where you go, oh, whoa, I didn't even realize these were problems.
So once we're done the fact, which is what 90% done,
Yeah.
and then we just have to figure out the terrain, which should be done by Sunday. Which
So
is mostly
it's
scanning.
actually only the turn.
Really, yeah. So it's mostly terrain. So we should have hopefully some more solid information about the event in the next week. But
So if you're in the Ottawa area and you're watching this in early 2020, stay tuned to the cover slates for more information.
About coronavirus.
And if you're watching this in late 2020, you're dead because coronavirus has killed you.
So we'll probably start doing more missions and probably a few more games start getting prepped and everything.
yeah, if anything, it'll be a lot like this for the next couple months.
And I'll throw out a call to Ski Mask Mohawk Painting.
Oh! SMM painting!
Yeah,
That just
that's
started.
the actual thing that exists.
Clear, you have to lean in for that one. You have to,
Alright.
wave and say hello. Get
My
up, get
voice
up
will
now,
say
get up
hello.
now. Just lean into the camera and wave. And tell everyone the name. It's SMM painting.
Yeah, so I've been doing commission painting for a while, but I only recently stopped being lazy and set up some accounts for it. So if you like to see with 2 new things and maybe a bunch of stuff you've already seen over the years, you can check it out on Facebook or Instagram. And yeah, so you get to see upcoming projects, some of my personal stuff,
Perfect.
bunch of backlog.
Last but not least, what do they say on podcasts? The final thought or
Holy
something.
Give us money
is
to
to
recreate.
Yeah.
House cleaning. So last point. Forge World fucked up the Arcador Bombard again.
Yeah.
Arcador. I have to say it right. Arcador Bombard. Arcador.
This is a normal stage weapons development where thing needs
Right.
to get ironed out and you gotta...
Like Cataphracti overwatching.
The joke with the Arcador was doesn't need line of sight. They FAQ it to make it have line of sight, like require line of sight. It's an artillery tank. Its main weapon it replaces is barrage. So it's like they're just not thinking. That's my thought.
Well, also that you look at the model, you have the pictures Ben has made, and that
Oh yeah, with everything pointing
some
up.
shameless YouTubers stolen without giving credit.
Was that yours? The line?
Maybe.
Yeah. So whatever. The guy, everyone hates that guy anyways.
I love that guy.
Well, the vast majority of 40k players hate him. So
It's
I
in the
thought-
outer circle.
Yeah.
It's for
I love you, Maka. You're the man.
Maka, smarten up. Just, come on. Have
Anyway.
some fun.
Have
So,
some fun, Maka. Stop being salty.
So thievery aside,
Yeah.
you look at that nice picture that's totally original to that guy, not Ben.
Our channel.
And you see, like, that is how you have to draw line of sight.
Yeah.
Now, there is technically a way to shoot it still. Because
Oh, the air bursting, yeah.
Yeah, because you target any point, and that can be a point in the air. It does have to be with an arc.
Right.
But you can drop the infinite cylinder or barrage down onto people. But they don't know their rules well enough to even realize that's how it works, because they fact it in a way that wouldn't work to start with, and they delete the pictures when it's posted on their Facebook.
It's hard to do the template though, because you have to shoot it this direction.
Oh yeah, you have
to
to
target
up here in the air.
Yeah.
And then it's very. But anyway.
Yeah.
New Death Guard weapon. Fun fact.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You have to detonate the shells in the upper atmosphere.
Last salty point was them fixing the knights in like a catty kind of way with the Overwatch.
Yeah, to be fair, like it was worse before they released the rules.
Sure,
for the normal guys, the interrupters.
Interrupters.
Yeah, apparently there's some Latin basis for the name to actually make
I look forward to reading
it properly. But yeah, no, they do have the same weapons, so they did just give them like essentially a USR.
They should have just called them the preemptors. At least I'd understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
But yeah, no, they did like hand-fistedly forget that Cataphracti can't shoot Overwatch.
Did you?
I've seen rumors on the internet that allegedly the lead designer never remembers that when he plays games anyway, so
That's always good.
yeah, it's a good sign. It's only worked that way for 8 years.
Last words, either of you, sir?
Anuj, Monday's a new day. Get to work. Fix the bombard Arcus thing.
Also,
You heard the
remember...
man.
And Maka, just come on.
Let's
Have some
solve
fun.
it.
We're playing a game, Maka. Don't take it so seriously.
Don't analyze things, Marka.
Or at least analyze them better.
Last words from SMM Painting.
Give me money.
Yeah, give me money.
All right.
Also, I painted everything on the table.
Yeah, I
all
bet you
that,
did.
I painted it all.
Yeah, both armies.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Gods of war, may your hammer be mighty.